Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Players Club. We're gonna be talking some women's basketball today, but before we get into all that, please make sure you like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel. We are on our road to 500 subscribers. We are currently at 250 subscribers. That's all because of y'all, because we just started this channel a couple of weeks ago. Please hit the subscribe button. Please share with your family, your friends, your fellow YouTube family. Let us know. Let us get in the algorithm. How you doing, Bro Claude and Duval? How you doing? Got the housekeeping out the way.
I'm hanging in there.
You hanging in there? What's up, Bro Claude?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm just listening. Let's get into it. Let's
Let's
go
get
ahead.
into
You
it.
see Gabby Williams' ass up there. So come on, let's get in your messy ass and then the
Let's
ball bagging you up. Let's get into this stuff.
let's get into it. But make sure y'all hit the like button on this video and please share it. Well, y'all, I want to talk about Gabby Williams, who's currently a WNBA player on Seattle Storm. We all know her backstory. She came into the W. She played for the Chicago Sky. She left the Chicago Sky, went overseas. She reintroduced herself during the Olympics, and we was like, who this chick is? And they was like, that's that's Gabby Williams over there playing for the French team. So now she's back with the Seattle Storm. We watched her come back to America and get a contract with them. Angel Reese went on Twitter and was like, "Come on back to Chicago Sky." We all know that story. But she said, "I love you, Angel, but I'm not coming back to the Sky." So in this video, we're gonna dive into this interview she had about investing in herself when she thought, she probably couldn't get to these heights in the W, that she had to leave the W and go to the French team and play overseas because she felt like they gave her more opportunities and, of course, more money. What you think about this, Duval? Did I sum it up as best I could?
Yeah, that's pretty much on the situation with Gabby Williams. Unfortunately,
Hmm.
Chicago was doing things back then that wasn't favorable. But you will get more into that part of the articles. That's why I don't want to skip ahead to say what the article is about. But I'm
Hmm.
glad she rediscovered herself as a player. She having an All Star year this year. I think
Yeah.
she leading the league in steals. Angels number 3. I had to throw that in there. But
Hmm.
she leading the league in steals. She having a double digit point season. Like I said, she have a great chance to be an All Star this year. Depends on if they take 2 people from Seattle or if they take 3, because one of them gonna be Necker. And so, do they take both Skylar and Gabby Williams, or do they just take Gabby Williams? We'll find out.
Hmm. Hey, I'm going to read a little bit from this article. Um, it says, when looking at Seattle Storm for Gabby Williams' pro basketball career to date, the 2021 WNBA season marks an inflection point. Despite Williams not having logged a single minute played, she didn't play not one single minute. Williams, then a member of the Chicago Sky, was set to fulfill a personal and familiar dream by competing for the French team in Eurobasket and the Tokyo Olympics, both of which will be her first participation in such events. Williams' international commitments, though, will require her to miss nearly 3 months of the WNBA season. Williams says in the interview, she said, "I was asked not to go when she talked to the Sky's front office." According to Williams, an understanding had been reached between both parties. At the time, um, James Wade was the general manager and the head coach of the Sky. A week before the 2021 season began, however, the Sky shocked Williams by suspending her contract. She learned of her suspension via social media. After the suspension, Williams met with the Sky owner Michael Alter in person. According to Williams, Alter couldn't fathom why she would want to play in the Olympics and not be in America. That's pretty much how that went down. So basically, what they saying, guys, is she let them know about this commitment. She wanted to go to the Olympics. She wanted to go to Eurobasket. Even though she hadn't played for the Sky that season and her minutes was dwindling, she felt it was a great opportunity to do these international commitments. And they said it pretty much said it was okay. It was a mutual agreement. But then she learned of her suspension on social media. What do you think about this, Deval? I'll go to you first.
Her learning her suspension on social media is what is the today's time today. Unfortunately, there's no more face-to-face conversation when it comes to a lot of time with people in general because, like I said, people don't like uncomfortable conversations,
Mm,
and so this right here is an indictment and indictment of who the Chicago Sky is as an organization, how they carry themselves, and the reputation that precedes them at this moment. Now, they can always change their reputation. All it takes is one moment. But as of right
mhm,
now, they have a stain on their reputation as an organization on how they treat players and how they treat people, especially based on what this woman said in this article. We could go
mhm,
back to Deladon. We go back to Sylvia Fowles. We go back to Candace Parker. Those are Hall of Fame players that left this organization. And I'm not including another future Hall of Fame player going to be Alana Smith. And Courtney Williamson. She could put herself in the Hall of Fame conversation. Depends on how long she stay with the Minnesota Lynx.
the links, how the seasons end, how her career end. Yeah.
And so when you have these Hall of Fame players that leave, and they don't leave under great and ceremonious circumstances, at some point you have to look at the Chicago Sky organization and say, is y'all really serious? Is y'all serious about winning? Is y'all serious about treating people with respect, love, and care? And if y'all not serious about treating people with love, respect, and care when it comes to being humane and the humanity of people that say play or be a part of your organization, that comes with a price, and that price could be people don't want to play for you.
Hmm. Your reputation takes a hit. Hmm. Well, I would say this, bro, Claude. I'm gonna get you up in here. What do you think about Gabby Williams and her? This is some of the reasons why she didn't want to come back to the Sky because she felt like, you know, the then GM at the time and the owner both told her something, and they wouldn't. Basically, they wouldn't men of their words.
Well, first of all, you guys that been watching us for a long time, since me and Keisha been up, we love people that give their word and make their word bond, like Brother Duvall.
Hmm.
If you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you're not gonna do it, don't do it. And Gabby Williams was looked at as a mediocre player who
Hmm.
had no choice, and don't nobody want her until somebody else wanted her. And then
Hmm.
now you want to put the clamps on her. It's just like that girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't never, you know what I mean, your dip. you go
Right.
over your dip house, you know what I'm saying, you get all the honey and everything else, the jam, and you keep coming over, you ain't bringing her no flowers. But Mr. Man come, he got flowers for her. He done paid the light bill, the gas bill, and of course the car note. She mess around and say, listen, player, Mister want me, you know what I mean? Since you ain't gonna do nothing for me, I'm gonna go over here and you be like, nah, I'm gonna blow the whole world up. You
Hmm.
can't go to him. You mine. So it's it was a bad situation. She's actually got PTSD from it. She's
Hmm.
it didn't hurt her soul that
That
she
she
would
keeps
get
talking.
played like that. And she said she really loved the city of Chicago. She loved being here. Just, you know, when you come
Hmm.
here, you fall in love with the city.
Right.
Because the first thing you see, what? Downtown in the water. When you get off the expressway, you see the downtown. You see you know what I mean, coming in from the expressway or getting off of that plane. You see the Sears Tower. You know what I mean? The John Hancock building, the lakefront, the Ferris wheel and Navy Pier. You see all of that coming in into Chicago. All the great big giant buildings. But the bastard of handling things, the bastardry, should I say, of handling business is not fair. Not fair to any of the players. And I get to, let me get to these people that be in our chat. I get them when they say no one wants to be in Chicago. I understand that. But this is a beautiful city with beautiful people. And we got Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso here. So I would like people to come to play for us, but I don't want to sacrifice those people's careers if they're not going to be handled right. Which we already heard it before. He said that he wouldn't do it with Gabby, and they did it. So we have yet to see how Kamilla going overseas. Let's see what Camilla's able to go. Yeah, let's see how it go, and then we'll make another statement on it. I land.
Because I'll tell you, Gabby says she talked to Mike Alter, and she said, I told him, you have to understand, I don't make a lot of money here, said Williams, but he said, what did he do in response to my statement? He immediately suspended my contract.
Right.
He suspended my contract, and then he traded me to the Sparks. She said it's not even about the money. I wasn't even getting a lot of minutes. I didn't feel very important to the team. It didn't make me feel important. I was like, you're asking me to sacrifice my overseas commitment for limited minutes and limited pay. So I get I get I get players making decisions what's best for them. Long as they talk to their organization and that organization either agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you I got another commitment and you allow me to go, fine. But don't be behind my back going, I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna cut your knees off from you once you leave up out of here. Be straight up with me. If it's something you don't want, because I'm on record. I wouldn't want my players leaving in the middle of the season to go play overseas because I want all my players all in. But I will tell you this. You would know up front I have a play with. I wouldn't mince words with you. I wouldn't cut you behind your back. I
We
would tell
talked
you
about
straight.
that.
I would tell you straight up, this is not
No,
the squad for you because
no,
that's
this
not
is
what
not
I'm
the
looking for.
organization for you. Remember, we talked
Right.
about that. We
Yeah,
don't want
I
me
would
and this
keep it
player.
above.
Right. We don't want that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Keisha.
I would just tell you if you came and talked to me and I'm the GM or the owner, I would tell you the truth. I wouldn't cut you behind your back. So
Mm-mm.
if you thought that this because now they let Kamilla Cardoso is not the only international player going. There's a lot of them going. You just have to if you're gonna allow this in the WNBA, each owner needs to be acting in good faith. That's all I would say about that and just have a conversation with the player and lay it out.
Us as
You know.
owners, though, what we said, player, is that us, me and Keisha agreed. You know, Duvall didn't, you know what I mean, didn't wasn't in on the conversation, but brother Duvall, we are people who don't believe in allowing these players to go overseas. This is the WNBA. This is the greatest league in the whole world. Me personally, I don't want, and Keisha also, amen, you just heard her on her soliloquy. We don't want players that have to leave, especially right now. We just won a game where we're 4-11. Then you got to take your nappy headed butt over there and play for Brazil, and we
Hmm.
need you here because we are lackluster in wins. We are trending up, and then now because we had this great, fabulous game from Kamilla, She won't be here for 2 straight games.
Mhm.
And
I
if
understand.
they win, it could be 2 weeks.
I can understand that completely. I think the part you're looking for, Lakeisha, is up right by the picture. As soon
Okay.
as you go by that picture.
What you say, Duvall? Go ahead.
But as far as what you're saying when it comes to honesty, you know what I'm saying, that goes a long way. That shows a character flaw when it comes to your personality, among other things. And so it's always good to be transparent and honest with your players and with anybody in general, because at the end of the day, even if y'all don't agree, the respect will be there, because like I said, they can respect the fact that you approach them with humanity and love. And I think that's most important. A lot of times people be like snake oil salesmen. They just tell you one thing and
Mhm.
then do something else behind your back, like a Ponzi scheme. And nobody want to
Right.
feel like they're being cheated. So, you know what I'm saying? Just be honest and transparent with a person, and you know what I'm saying, the respect could be mutual and the divorce could be mutual if it's a divorce between two parties.
Mhm.
Well, I'll say the picture on your on this article is right by when you'll see the Chicago Sky logo. I think that's where you're looking at.
Okay. I'm going too far up, I think.
Now you right, it's right around here. So underneath this one, underneath,
Okay.
right there. See,
Okay. All right. Okay, she said also in this article, it says, then there are more unique moments. Williams recalled a team meeting in 2018 in which Chicago Sky CEO Adam Fox presented a PowerPoint presentation to players. Presumably, Williams said to explain why the organization had not invested more money into the team. They were showing us, like, we don't pay you guys because you don't make us money. Essentially, they brought the women on the team into the room, guys, showed them a PowerPoint presentation of how the organization was doing. Kind of like validating and brainwashing us, William said. Like, we don't invest in you guys because of this PowerPoint presentation. There are the PowerPoint presentation showed there are 8 out of 12 teams that make revenue, and we're not one of those teams. Gabby Williams said she was sitting in that meeting, like, I was like, what is going on? What kind of meeting is this? Let me know what you. Why are you showing PowerPoint presentations of the money in the books to players, Duvall?
I'm gonna go 2 points. I'm gonna go two directions with this.
Okay.
First direction is this is the exact reason why when Courtney Williamson is still clowning the Chicago Scout organization on TikTok, for the world to know how you do business is because of situations like this.
Hmm.
So now your dirty laundry that you hide behind the closed doors now is coming into the light. And now
Hmm.
other players around the league is hearing these same stories from the Courtney Wilson that who she made public. That's not including all the stuff that a lot of those players made private. And so
Hmm.
again, Michael Alter, you're not looking good in this situation.
No.
Nor your organization ain't looking good in this situation. But this is why, and I might make some people mad. So I apologize in advance, Lakeisha. I apologize for Clark. I might
Okay.
make a few people mad. But I'm finna say what I need to say.
Go ahead.
This is why when you Angel Reese and you made them $17.8 million, and
Mm.
you gonna make them in the high 20s, low 30s next year. I mean
Hmm.
this this concluded season.
Yeah, this season. Yeah.
Now you can't make that statement now. Nah, you can't make that statement today. Cause Angel Reese gonna look at you with the sawed off face and shoot you two middle fingers, saying you're lying.
Right.
And we all see the books. Like I said, Lakeisha ain't believe me. She had to look it up herself and she had to confirm.
Hmm.
Nah, you can't lie like that now. So when Angel wants something, she gonna have a seat at that table. Because you can't say you ain't making no money because she
You
made you
making
a lot of
money
money.
now. Yeah.
She made you a lot of money. More money that you ever made with any other player any other time in Chicago Sky history. So yes, she gonna make some decisions because she's the breadwinner. That's how the game goes. I'm sorry. I don't
Hmm.
mean to be what they call traditionalists or conservatives or anything like that. That's not, saying that's not my view. That's not my mentality. I'm just going how things go when somebody is an essential piece to what your success is currently. And that's the same thing with Angel Reese. She is the current money success for this franchise. From jersey sales to TV deals to sponsorship dollars to ticket sales, among many other things. She is counting dollars in her head, knowing how much she made this organization. So you better do whatever it is, not only to keep her, to make sure that she feels important when it comes to decision making, when it comes to stuff that she needs, like the training facility that she asked for and she got, the upgrades to the training facility that she asked for. That's why they pushed it back to what, like May of 2026 before the season open. That's why they currently got the hotel that's being renovated. They already got the shelf that she asked for. That's why they having a shelf currently, even though they don't have the facility ready, but they use the shelf still to cook their foods and stuff like that. In addition, that's why when their facility is getting built, they're gonna have a podcast studio and a hair salon, two things that Angel Reese has for. Because at the end of the day, she knows she's making the money for this organization, and you're not going to shortchange her because you're underpaying her, first of all. Second of all, she's not getting any of the profits that she's making in the organization. So you at least owe her the opportunity to make some decisions and to have some say when it comes to what things need to be done for her to be happy. If that make other people uncomfortable and unhappy, forget them people because they can make some money too. If they can bring some money to the organization, then they can be at the senior table too. But if they can't do that, then she needs to have her voice being heard. I land. I apologize if I went too long.
Javal, I'm gonna let Brucard get in here, but I'm gonna tell you something. They hired me to play basketball.
Hmm.
They didn't hire me to be no business mogul and
Hmm.
help them figure out ways of how to market the team and how to
Hmm.
get sponsors. That for a CEO
Hmm.
to bring a player or players in a room to do a presentation on the books
Hmm.
and how we lacking funds or this and that, then you need to be taking that, you need to be having that presentation with your owner, and you
Hmm.
need to get rid of the organization if you're not making money. To
Hmm.
call yourself shaming people
Hmm.
that don't own the organization is diabolical, man. I don't care who playing for them.
Hmm.
I don't want to be in no meeting. I work for a corporation. What
Hmm.
you bringing me in the meeting to let me know that you ain't making enough money? Let me tell you something, sir. I still want my salary. I'm about to go. What they got to do with me? Nothing.
Mm.
It
I
had
agree.
nothing to do with me. I'm supposed to be worrying about winning and it. Look, do your job, CEO, and let
Hmm.
me do mine.
Yes, I agree.
Bro, bro, Claude, get on in here. We gonna end with you. We had 24 minutes. Go ahead.
Well, you know I'm gonna eat. I'm going.
Hold on, you on mute.
That's not good.
I'm gonna eat just because of this.
Mhm.
Just because we know what Angel Reese is to Chicago. We know what Angel Reese has done for Chicago. We know what Angel Reese gonna get done for Chicago. Okay. Without a doubt in my mind, without a doubt in my mind, that baby girl plan on being a champion definitely and bring a champion. She said what she said. She said what she said. She said she wanted her banner to go up in that sky. That's what she said. So I believe that she has that in her to do. Now, let's get to it. Garbage time. You don't bring no player in your office to talk about how you spending money. What the hell did that got to do with me? You don't bring no player in your office, Michael Alter, to tell them what you can and can't do with your book schedule.
like,
How are you, Michael Alter, allowing this type of shit, excuse my language, to
mm-hmm,
happen? Because it's a real down low dirty game. And
mm-hmm.
like I told my player, you cannot you cannot fool me in your bullshit. You can't fool me, Mike. We not tricked. We not bamboozled. You did these players wrong and they coming out and they calling your ass out. CP3 had to go to her mama's house. She had to stay a champion, a two-time champion before she had to go stay at her mama's house. Because you could not accommodate her. And then she brought you a chip. Well, she actually said she ain't bring it to Chicago Sky. She said she brought it to the city because we done so much for her. See, that's what I be talking about, y'all. Y'all don't really know how personal certain things is. She said, I didn't do it for this organization. I did it for my city. Stop the cap. You have not treated these players right. They are not just coming out, and you can't blow it over. And this is why. Angel Reese has to get what she wants, or they
I
not
agree.
coming. They are
Right.
not coming. If you don't get what baby girl wants, if you don't accommodate Kamilla like you are doing, she's going overseas. We don't like it.
She is,
Me and Keisha don't like it.
but they accommodating her.
They
Yeah.
accommodated her to go overseas and do whatever.
Right.
You better continue to do what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
because a cheater is a cheater. When you cheat, my mama say you always gonna be a cheater when you cheat. So if you a man who reconcile with his problems, and we accept you back and take you back in the grass because you did go get the Twin Towers, the skyscrapers of Chicago, when you're trying to make amends, we follow you now, Michael Alter, on your actions. In the deal, Rollins, you let shit go down. You stood by and was complicit and let
Mm-hmm.
this thing happen.
Mm-hmm.
You might have didn't like it, as you state many times, a change coming to the organization. Y'all got to go back and listen to the introduction of Teresa Witherspoon. See, I don't forget nothing because I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
The change has came to Chicago. Everybody been waiting on, and this was Teaspoon. This was out in the Dia Rollins' mouth. Well, Teaspoon got fired by a snake that was by the prior organization, and there's still snakish stuff going on as we see. Michael Alter, don't be the snake, because the Pink Panther making you look real bad.
Right.
The Pink
Right.
Panther is making you look real bad in our land.
Hey man, the I will say this in closing. They have to they have to change the narrative. They have to change the narrative because yes, people want to play with Angel Reese. That is correct. But people also don't want to hang out with Pink Panthers and snakes and snake oil salesmen and people on the corner showing them a card and taking the card and changing the card. They definitely don't want to hang out with them people, not at the expense of their career, because they already not making a whole bunch of money. And they look, don't be. They don't want to get robbed with this little money they making right now. So, I mean, all you got to do in business, treat people right. That's all you got to do, man. And Gabby at this time was a rookie. She wasn't making a whole bunch of money. That's all I mean about the money. The rookies don't make a whole bunch of money. And she was trying to make money, and you playing with her emotions, and you left a bad taste in her mouth. I know baby girl is hurt because she continues to talk about it. That lets you know she's still hurt by this situation, about what happened
Right,
with her.
right.
So I wish her the best. I love watching her play. She's like a little Swiss Army knife over there for Seattle. She can do a little bit of everything. So I watch her play. But I'm hoping these articles and these interviews and these think pieces that these ladies are putting out, hopefully management of Chicago Sky take these and take the pride out of it and try to make their organization better.
Keisha, where is smoke,
You got
there
that's
is.
fine. You got to be able to take the critiques, bro, Claude. When you're doing something wrong in business, take the critiques, make the changes, go from there.
Move
All
forward.
right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. It was a great discussion. Thank you, Duval, for being here with me. Thank you, Bro Claude, for being up in the Players Club
You already know we
player.
just gonna get him from the damn bar. That's what the hell we gonna do for Duval. And
Yeah.
your ass better stop letting male strippers in the back door. That's what you better do. And I'm gonna say love, peace,
Peace
And
and
hell
hair
and
grease.
grease.
grease. We out of here, y'all. We
Hell
out. We
grease.
out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.